Hello everyone. Let me put something down so that way it's not all white. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down a bit. So I've been MIA for a while, and I came on to talk to you guys about this as well too. Um, it's kind of embarrassing for me because at such a young age, well, young, I'm 53. But I got this gum disease where I started losing my teeth on their own. They were already falling out. So for now, we took all the top ones out, and I was without teeth for a little bit more than a month. And yesterday I finally got, for now I'm putting dentures in to see how it goes and everything. And plus, the dentist here says that we have to wait a bit to see how the bone is going to be on top if I do want to put in some permanent ones, which would only be two to hold a bridge of teeth. But for now, it's a denture. He told me that lots of people have been good with that, and they didn't want anything else. They're fine with the dentures. It could happen to me too. Right now, I'm suffering a bit. It's my second day. Well, actually, not even my full second day. Excuse the way I speak because I'm still trying to get used to it, and you know, a few days will go by until I start really trying to it was funny, without my teeth I have two sons that have their names that start with the letter V and I couldn't say V and I couldn't say F. So these two letters, and my sons, Vito and Valentino, I was calling them, I won't be able to say it now with the teeth, but it was really funny. So yeah, I have to get used to them now, and then we're going to start working on the bottom, but I want to do that in the autumn. I don't want to do it now in the summer. In the summer here, it's just unreasonably so hot to even think about doing things like this. I had to do it because I was starting to lose my teeth. Anyways, I lost one of my front teeth just right before I went to the dentist, and then he took them all out, and they were just coming out like candies, like they were one after another. They were moving, and so it was terrible. In this month too, I was like, how would you say it? Oh dear. I was eating things really soft, so I was putting them through the blender. That's right. And I got hooked on, fruit drinks. So yeah, even, well, I can't really chew now. Like, I even slept with them last night. They told me the more you have them on, the better it is. So even try to, to sleep with them. And like, I woke up this morning perfectly fine. It was in the minute that I started trying to chew that I am having some difficulties. It's rubbing on the top of my mouth. But he had told me to expect this, and to go in as soon as it starts. So I'm probably going to call him tomorrow. It's Saturday, but he told me that he would be on call for me on Saturday, even if his office was closed. So yeah, they probably have to shave the top of the denture, just to make sure that it's not rubbing, because I noticed that being still not eating, it wasn't bothering me, but as soon as I started to eat, it started to rub on the top of my mouth. So anyways, enough about that. I didn't think I was going to tell anybody, but a couple of people do know, Nikki and Annie, they do know about this problem, because naturally we were even Skyping, and I wasn't Skyping with them without teeth. I was kind of hiding in my room for a whole month as well too, because it just bothered me. It really, really bothered me. So yeah. So what have I been up to? I've been arting, and here's one of the proofs, but I'll get to this later. So let's get to this first. Victor, my dear friend Victor, and I can't find him. He hasn't been on YouTube for the last 10 days. I'm wondering if he went on vacation, and I feel terrible because I sent him a pack, and I'm hoping that because apparently they have to sign for this pack. I didn't send it a registered mail, but they did give me a tracking number, and like, I paid normal postage, which I always pay normally on all my other packs, but this time something had changed in the post here in Italy. So apparently they have to sign for it. So I don't know what happens if they're not home, or if he has a neighbor that would accept the pack. Hopefully. And the same thing with, Rita Marie as well too. So he time ago sent me a huge box, and then he sent me another huge box of goodies as well too, which I didn't show on camera at all because of the situation that I was in. I didn't want to do any videos. But in the first pack there was this junk journal, which I am in love with. Like, I just keep on going through this journal and adding things to it and everything. So like on this front page, I think I tried my crayons here, my watercolor crayons, and I wanted to try those. I've been adding things, like especially things that I'm finding around here, like right here on my shelf. I have these pieces of tape hanging, so these are probably going to go into some journal as well too, just to get rid of them. And yeah, so I'm just starting to add things to it, and cutouts and things that I have laying around. And like this is even from a gel pen set from Stamperia. It was on the cover, and it came off somehow. I don't know how I think it was inside of the pencil case. And I really like the colors in it and everything, so I just added it there. And like, I love the way he put this together. Like, I added this little angel here, butterfly. I'm going through it slowly, and things that I do find. Okay, like I had this whatchamacallit, tissue paper that I had previously stamped, right? Let me turn on the light, see if it makes a difference. Oh, one thing I did was really do a big cleanup in my room, because I think in about 3-4 years time, one of my sons is going to need this house where I'm at now, which was my father-in-law's house before. And I have my craft room in here, huge craft room. But one day when he's ready, and I think that will be ready, that will be coming sooner than I think, we're going to have to smash down this whole house and rebuild it, because the bathroom's in the wrong place, and it would just have to be all knocked down and all redone again. So that would mean that I would have to move my craft room elsewhere. Now I have a little room in my own house, which is right now my laundry room. I have laundry room. I have my dryer in there because my washing machine is in another room. So I really started to go down on it. Like, I'll have to do a big, huge splurge, like get rid of lots of things. But I have been doing that, and in the meantime, I've been cleaning as well too, organizing more. I might even do a video. Yeah, I still have something else to organize, and I might do a video after that. While my room is nicely organized, that's what I want to do. So getting back to this was a piece of tissue paper that was stamped. I was trying stamps and what are these things called when I was cleaning my stamp after, so I just pasted it on these papers. This is another piece but I'm having a really nice time. And like, this is a piece of washi tape that was mine, and I'm adding things here and there. This page is interesting too, because I had two little stencils that Indigo sent me, and I did some stenciling here. Oh, there's even a piece of, look, this piece of paper here is a piece of, what would you guys call this? Vellum, yeah, it was stamped, and it's really cool. And then I had this butterfly laying around for the longest time around here, and I kept on moving it from one place to another. And that being said, that I found a place to put all my little cutouts in one container, so that way I have them all there. This instead here, this brass wiring, that was from, I tried making this bracelet that I saw years back. And so these are all the spirals, and these spirals are supposed to be hooking in one into another, and it would make this beautiful bracelet. But then I stopped because I just didn't continue to do it. And I found them the other day, and I'm going to start using them as little antlers for, butterflies and things like that. So yeah, what else is in here? I think I put this in. And this was already all here. I love this journal. This I put in myself too. I'm just having fun finding things that are bugging me. They're in the way, and I just open up the book and I'll save it in here. Like in the last page, I think here I have a few things. I put away a few things in some of the pockets as well too, that, you know, I will eventually paste in one of the pages. But I know it's probably not the way you guys go about it, but like, I'm just having fun getting these things that are out of place and putting them in here, and then going back when, you know, I just feel like, you know, pasting things in and adding to it. So like on this page here, I've always loved, this is a stamp set from Stampin' Up! And I've always loved this stamp set because I saw it for the very first time, and the girl was doing a reflex thing, like it was in the water. Mine didn't turn out all that well, but yeah, I really like that card. And then I did this page. This page was already done like this beautiful paper here that it's probably a jelly print. It's just gorgeous. And like I had this ribbon, this little piece of lace hanging around, and these two little rings here that I'm going to talk to you about. Actually, I'm going to bring them down here so that way I don't forget to tell you guys. Okay, put it there. So yeah, this was from an invite, a wedding invite, the two little rings. And this was already like this. This I added myself too. This is a piece of rice paper that has a, you know, the writing on it, and another piece of washi tape that I made, decorative tape. This is a page that I completed as well too. I think it was just plain white, and I just started playing around and got that out of it. There's the reflection. Yep. Okay. There we go. And yeah, they're pretty much like, here's an example of, you know, I think we had a border swap once, and I have these borders, and I just put them in here with the pin right now, but I will find a place for them in my journal. This is another example of things that I'm finding around and just sticking them in here. Some extra paint that I had to use up. I love this. There's a little bird on the thing there. You know what? I think it's probably, yeah, I think it's better without the light, you guys. Just a little bit there. Okay. And yeah, now I'm wondering if he did all these pages, or like pages like this with the stamp on them, if he received them like this, if he did them. Tell me, Victor. But you did a wonderful job of this journal, and you got me hooked. You got me so hooked that I made one myself. So I'm going to show you that now. And yeah, it's just wonderful. I just love it. Like, this is another thing that I had stamped. I made Amy Taylor, her daughter's birthday. I made her a card, and I used this stamp engine, and it came out terrible. I am so, like, I do not know how to color with markers and things like that. I had ruined it, and then I went over it with white, and Amy, I'm sorry, it looked terrible. But yeah, that was a stamp. So yeah, there's, you know, some washi tape. Everything else he had put in here, all these cards and everything, he had put them. I had shown this when I did the video of his pack. Things like this that are already in here, ready to, you know, be pasted at some place or another. Really cool stuff. Really, really cool. I even have an envelope in here that was, it's a note from Kathy, and in here I think she had some washi tape made from her, which is in another box, but I have used it someplace else. So that's the end of this one, and I'm going to show you the one that I made. It's going to be a long video, you guys, because I got a few things that I want to show you. Make sure it's still recording. Yeah, okay. So this is the one that I made. So this is a book that Victor sent me, and I repurposed it. I took out all the pages, and I have them saved for some other type of thing. And mine came, I'll talk about this later, mine came out more really junky. Envelopes of Happy Mail, book pages, Happy Mail, an envelope from Happy Mail. His was more, like, all the pages were more or less the same size. Mine instead is much more junkier, let's call it. Much more junkier. But yeah. And, you know, I'm finding things to paste in here as well too. And a lot of these things were sent to me from people. Like this paper here was sent to me. Beautiful paper. And like I said, I'm using all the envelopes, and then, you know, a lot of them already had these beautiful stamps on them and everything and things like that. And this was an envelope that I put in here that I decorated like that. And then the other side, I did these beautiful flowers. It's another decorative paper that somebody sent me. Parts of maps and kind of like a tissue paper thing. These game things that I love. These are flowers that Cat Hand had sent me. Beautiful. So like that way, I can go back, instead of them being closed up in a container waiting for me to be used. You know, what better places in your own personal journal. So yeah, some other trims that, you know, borders. There's, like I said, there was always this border swap, and you know, tapes and things like that. Other, seems more like a wax paper. And, you know, I finally learned how to put them together. Now, mine isn't the best. Like, it won't, I don't know. Can you guys let me know if you're having this problem? So what I did was I made all the signatures. I tied them together with a piece of, you know, string. And then I like poured glue on the spine of this book and set them in there and had it like this in position for quite a while. This is a card that I think Victor sent me. It was a card that, you know, I could use, but I put it in here. So yeah, I learned how to sew the signatures together, and yeah, I finally learned how to do it because I was having difficulty with that. Things that I'm ready to paste in here. Borders. These beautiful things that were sent to me in Happy Mail. I'm sorry if I can't remember exactly who sent them. More envelopes. Tissue paper that was stamped. This is the other part of the map. Baggies. More of Cat Hand. This is the tape that I made lately that I'm going to be showing to you now. Baggies. Yeah, like I said, mine is much more, how could you put it? Much more junkier. Yeah, I had said junkier before. Comics and more of my tape and these really cute stamp sets that I found at the Chinese bazaars. Pages of children's books that I've gotten in Happy Mail as well too. This vellum with the hearts. This flower is fabric, because I tried putting this double-sided tape for carpets on the back of fabrics, and then I cut the fabric the size that I wanted them with the big shot, and it turned out really nice. I made some really nice flowers. I can't remember what I used them for, but I'm just going to keep on turning, you guys. If I have something to stop and explain, I will stop and explain, and just keep on. More envelopes, vellum. I know, I hope I'm not flipping through this too fast. Music paper, this beautiful paper. I love this paper. If anybody recognizes it, please let me know if it was you that sent it. This paper here, which is like a waxy paper, but it was kind of sprayed on and looked cool in there. This was a paper bag. This, another thing that somebody has sent me that was really cute. And I don't want to do anything to this because I love this so much that I just pasted it on an envelope and keeping it in here as a page. This is the way it is. Some things you just like the way they are without, you know, having to touch them at all. More pages, more of that waxy stuff. This beautiful, vibrant envelope, which I cut down in the middle after so I can use. And there's somebody address there too. More of this tape that I made, some paper, designer paper, this paper again that I love. You know, and things will be added onto this after as well too. Some more paper bag, which I put some things in here that I will eventually, you know, paste in here. More of my tape. These tapes here were done. There's another one in the back, the blue one that I was showing you with flowers. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let me hold this page. I just showed you guys a page that had that blue tape on it. Really cool. Oh dear. Yeah, and I would have to go back a ways to see if I could find it. Anyways, there was a blue one with little tiny flowers. And these were just masking tape and painted over with silks and then stamped. The blue one, said the one that I showed you, with the point of my paintbrush, I just did these little flowers on it. Yeah, so that's about it. Let me see if I can find the blue one. Yeah, so you guys, I had been going through that, and you know, always trying to watch as many videos as I can and comment, and but yeah, I was kind of hiding in my room, like I wouldn't go out anywhere, and I know my speech isn't that well right now, but it was even worse before. You know, I couldn't say a lot of words, and I just didn't want anybody to see me, and that's it, you know. And I could have, yeah, done videos, because nobody sees me in videos most of the time anyways. And, oh dear. And yeah, anyways, these, like, it's really strange, because the teeth that I do have now isn't what I used to have. Like, I didn't have this big, huge smile where you could see all these teeth. It just wasn't like that. I just didn't have this big, wide smile. There it is. Okay, that's the tape that I was talking about. It's done with silks, and then, like I said, with the end of the paintbrush, I did all these little flowers. Yeah, so then once, I'll probably do this when I'm convinced of what I want to do. So that's another project that I was doing. Next project was, I was so fascinated by all these, you know, sticker papers that you guys are doing, and then doing the mosaic. Cat Hand had started this thing, and then there was Nina that did another one, and so on and so on. So we don't have sticker paper here. Well, we do have sticker paper, but this is what I find here in these small sheets. They're like this, and they're already separated. So I've been trying to decorate these ones, and I will use them for something. You know, these are really cute. You can use them anywhere I want. And, you know, I have different sizes. I had these for a while, but because they were so expensive, I really didn't want to use them like this, because I bought them for reasons of putting prices on things, or I finally fixed up this wood piece of furniture that I have here, the last piece of antique that I bought, and with these stickers I put on all the drawers what's in the drawers, because I could never find, I'd have to open up every drawer before I found what I was looking for, and that's all organized as well too. But what I did find at the Chinese store was this. Now they call this wallpaper. I call it just cupboard paper, see? And it's what you guys call that contact paper. And it, you know, it just has a light, very light design on it of, you know, a wood grain. So this is already gessoed, so it's a bit lighter than what it would be. And then I started decorating on here, and decorating, you know, to make, and then I would cut them with my cutter. Like this is the design that I would use in my quilts. It's a round log cabin, I think this one's called. Yep, I think this one's called log cabin. And here, you know, the pieces are lighter than what they are on this side. Who quilts knows what this is. So I tried doing this design as well too. Could this be something? Yeah, it could be. Like I have another one just the same. Could be the covers of a little journal. You know, I just have to paste it to some cardboard and make two covers. This is another one that could be a little journal as well too. Completely different colors. And I don't know if you can get that. This one, when it was without being cut still, I had flowers designed on it, and wherever the flowers were, I got some clear stickles, and just with the paintbrush painted just the flowers. So here there's some parts that are nice and glittery because of, you know, the flowers being, I don't know if you can get that because I can't see it. But yeah, there's some pieces that are glittered. I did this big huge page here. And the nice thing about this is if I want to, I can pick it off and, you know, and it'll stick right back on. Now what I'm trying to do now is picture frame done out of these. Let me see if I can find it. It should be right behind me. Here it is. Which I stopped for a second because I had to do something for a friend of mine. But yeah, this is what it's going to more or less be like. But here, because it's wood, I had to start putting glue down to hold them better. So, and if I need more, I can just, because this was more playing around. I have another one of these where I started picking off some shapes because of this color having very little left. And I want to be able to cover the whole frame. And then in between, or I can put micro beads right here in between the lines and kind of, you know, or leave it the way it is, or put mica beads, or put dimensional paint in between the lines. I'd have to see what that looks like out. I could try it on something like this to see what effect it would give me. So that's that. Then, these are the little tags that I did for a friend of mine. Her son has just finished university, and they're, you know, going to do a party. And these are being attached to the little keepsake thing that she's giving away to the people that are invited. So I made her those tags. What else? Apart this, I've been doing what? Oh, here it is. Okay. Now this, you guys don't, this is going to be totally changed. This was done with toilet paper. So, you know, layers and layers of toilet paper sprayed with water and then sent through your Big Shot with texture plates. And then I was painting them with my silks. So that way I've been going through my silks, adding water. You guys do not be afraid of your silks drying out, because you can use them like twinkling H2Os. Just add water and you can use them as a watercolor. I've tried it, beautiful. Like I've tried it. Mine haven't really dried out. It's one that had just the very tiniest little bit left in there that dried out. And I started adding water and I started painting with it. And it, like, because of silks having a high pigment, you know, thing in them, they work even when they're dried out. You just have to add water and try to use them as watercolors. And it's beautiful. So I tried this. I'm not crazy about it. See, even here I started with the mica beads, but this is me, you know, this is, I'll go ahead with the project and, you know, full force ahead, not think about it. And anyways, what I'm thinking to salvage this is because I didn't like the way it came out at the end. Let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking of painting it all black and then going over it with some kind of, you know, rub and buff thing. The ones from Deco Art are beautiful. I can do that. And, you know, it'll emphasize the design that's on it. So I'm not crazy about it like this, you guys. I don't know, something doesn't convince me. So yeah, I'm gonna see about painting over it again and trying to fix it. So I'll get this out of the way. So yeah, I'm doing different types of frames right now. The frame with that other paper and this frame here. Now for these, you guys. Now I have this big huge, not this, I'm sorry, there's some jelly prints that are mixed in with this bundle of stuff. Now, somebody time ago gave me a catalog with wedding invitations in it. It was, you know, they have a store doing wedding invitations. So it was a big, huge binder full of wedding invitations. So I took all the wedding invitations out, even these little cards. These little cards would be where they write down where the, you know, where the restaurant would be and everything, and I can't remember what you guys call them, but there's all different types. Plus there's all the envelopes, plus there's the invitations. So I have all these cards that I'm using. Plus in the binder, because it's so big, I can fit my 12 by 12 stencils in it, but I have to figure out a way to make a kind of pocket in these pages to stick my stencil in, and then I can, you know, use it to put all my stencils, and trying to like more or less easily find them when I need them, because right now where I have them, it's not working, the storage system that I used for them. I bought these plastic pockets, which are actually for paper, and I thought of my stencils, but I'm not liking the way they are, so I'll probably end up using those actually for paper and then putting my stencils, fixing up that big binder and using that for my stencils. So yeah, and I got a huge basket like of invitations, the envelope, and and so forth. This is the real invitation that they sent my son, but those are, you know, aren't, you know, there's writing on them and everything, but they're not real invitations. They're just samples. That's the word, samples. So I'm going to be playing with these a lot. Like in my junk journal, I used a lot of those envelopes from the wedding. Yeah, a lot of the envelopes were used from there. A lot of them I put aside, actually one per, of different sizes, that if I ever need an envelope, I can use that as, what would you call it, a sample, you know, to cut another envelope out if I wanted to make another of that size. Okay, then, what else? What have I been up to? Apart hiding in my room. I know, I'll keep on mentioning it. These you guys have seen. I showed them in another video. It's, you know, fabric that I've taken and kind of decorated with stencils and everything, and even dimensional paint, and yeah, really cute. These are perfect for journals and things like that. And then, oh, I needed colored string. What did I need that string for? Something for my sister, I think. I had to show her something, and I made a sample of it. So I had this string that I bought, can't remember where, just normal white string. And I started coloring it. See that? I've made these. Now it's rather thick. I can always buy thinner if I need it. I just made this green one here too. And I'm thinking of making a nice yellow and thing. But yeah, I can use these for journals. I can use these for, you know, just hanging beads from on a journal. And what I do is I grab the plate, I put some acrylic paint in here, and I water it down a lot. And then I just grab a bundle of string and just put it in here to soak and turn it and everything. And then I'll hang it up here, and I have this beautiful colored string that, you know, you can use anywhere you want. Actually, you can even make that the string looks better with your, you know, with your object or whatever you're using, because you can use whatever colors you used in that, you can use in your string, and it'll go well together because, you know, you're making it always out of acrylic paint. Okay, and that's that. And then, apart from really clean, like my room is immaculate right now. And just right behind me, that I threw a couple of things this morning and working on these, you know, couple of projects with the decorative tape and everything. But other than that, everything is organized, but for now it's going to stay. Like, I'm not in a hurry to leave this room, but I am kind of planning it already, you know, like getting rid of things that I know I am not, it's useless that I keep on hoarding things that I know that I'm not going to be able to use right now at the moment, but I can always recuperate these things. Like, how can I explain to you? A lot of recycling stuff, you know, plastic boxes, carton boxes. I just started getting rid of a lot of things. My friend was here the other day helping me out too, and like, she took a huge bag full of stuff that, like, I said, that's it. I don't want to see it anymore. A lot of my wooden objects, like I gave her a whole bunch of wooden apples that she can hang in her kitchen. She can do whatever she wants with them. Back in the day when I was doing all my wood objects and things like that. I'm looking around because I think I did forget something that I wanted to show you guys, but I can't remember. Right. That always happens, so that I always forget. Oh dear. Yep. Looking behind me. No, I'm not seeing anything right now. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So I've been doing beautiful backgrounds with, that paper that I was telling you about. Like this one here. Okay? Let me show you. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't this one. It was these ones here. Okay? See these ones here? These were all done with these. So what I've been doing is I've been grabbing a dry brush, pouring it on that paper with the sticky back paper, and then spraying water. And I've been getting beautiful backgrounds from these, so, and I've been playing a lot with them because, you know, I had them and I wasn't playing with them. The color elements that are beautiful, these are highly pigmented. The Perfect Pearls, I was doing the same thing with that. And then I was binding them with some hairspray, you know, to make sure that they weren't going to, because I was noticing that on my fingers I did have some, ouch, that hurt. My little stool just backed up into my leg. Oh, what's that called? You know, the mica powder, the one that shines. I was noticing that it was on my fingers, so yeah, I had to. You can't really notice it in the page, you know, the mica. Well, I guess, I don't know. There's lots of things that are glittery here, but that's because I put the glitter. But the basic background, before I started stamping and everything, we're done with these. And then I want to do one with my silks. I have that last piece that was gessoed. I still have more. I have to gesso. Like I would take out the roll, a nice long piece, and gesso the whole thing, and then start cutting it in pieces. And I'm having a ball with this. It's really fun to do, and you can do so much with it. Right now, I just put it on black paper. It's, you know, I can use it for so much after that. So yeah, you guys, I am going to be around now with a couple of videos that I was planning to do anyways, and I couldn't do them before because of not speaking, more not speaking very well, because you guys couldn't see me anyways, but it was more because, and I still can't speak well. I'm so sorry, you guys, if it sounds like I lispy all the time. Yeah, actually, I'm speaking better in English than I am in Italian. Yeah. Yeah, in Italian, they're kind of looking at me strange, and you know, but yeah, so I do feel better now. Like, I feel better that I can go out. They're hurting. Like, has anybody had an experience with dentures? Can you let me know if it's normal? Like, this is only actually my first day, but he told me if I do have, you know, any issues of it starting to do, you know, scarring my gum, to not take them out, not take them off, but go to him right away, and he would fix the problem. Like, he would probably. So I was wondering if anybody else could, you know, if anybody knows. He told me that I would feel like vomiting as well too, but that I haven't experienced. No, I haven't experienced that. I woke up this morning with, you know, the dentures in my mouth, and I thought, wow, I said, like, I slept through the whole night. They didn't bother me at all. But the moment I started to chew, that's what they really bugged me. Because last night I didn't notice, because last night I had this big huge blender full of, you know, fruits that were blended that I had made in the afternoon before going to the dentist for my last fitting. So I finished that off. I said, you know what, I'm going to have that for dinner. And I wasn't really feeling all that hot because of the fact that even they don't hurt, you feel something different in your mouth. It's, like I said, it's not, I didn't have this big smile before. Okay, you guys, I'll show you just really quick, and then I'm going to close this video because it is getting long. So let's see. I'm going to turn you that way. Okay, that's not the way. Let me see if I turn me this way. There we go. Okay. So here we are. There we go. So this is, come on, what's wrong with this thing? I'm not getting there. Okay. So yeah, and they do, why is it doing that? Okay, I figured it out now. So yeah, there we go. I never had this smile before. So it seems really funny. Excuse my hair, you guys. I have it all tied up in the summer. I can't stand to have it down. It's too, like, look at me, I'm sweating. So yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, there I am. I know it seems really funny. I'm surprised in myself that I'm actually probably going to, you know, load up this video and send it off to YouTube for you guys to see. So there you go, you guys. It was really nice talking to you again, and like I said, I'll be back real soon because I have a couple of projects underway that I do want to do, and I want to share with you guys. So, and that's about it. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.